I am Louis XV, King of France, born on February 15, 1710, at the Palace of Versailles. My journey began in the shadow of my great-grandfather, Louis XIV, the Sun King, whose reign had left France both glorious and burdened by debt. At just 5 years old, I ascended to the throne in 1715 after his passing, marking the beginning of my tumultuous reign. My early years were overseen by my regent, Philippe d'Orléans, who governed France until I came of age. These years were marked by instability and the aftershocks of the War of the Spanish Succession. Under the Regency, financial reforms began, and the French economy experienced the speculative highs and catastrophic collapse of John Law's Mississippi Company. I was too young to grasp its complexities, but the consequences shaped the nation I would later govern. At 13, I assumed full royal power, advised by capable ministers like Cardinal Fleury, my tutor and mentor. Fleury's wise stewardship stabilized the economy and fostered a period of peace. I became known as Louis the Well-Beloved, a title that reflected the hopes and affections of my people. It was a time of promise, yet my reign would grow increasingly fraught with challenges. France during my rule was a tapestry of splendor and struggle. Versailles remained the heart of our monarchy, a symbol of grandeur. Yet beyond its gilded walls, the lives of my subjects were marked by poverty and hardship. I endeavored to maintain peace, notably in the Treaty of Aix-la-Chapelle, 1748, which ended the War of Austrian Succession. Still, war seemed ever present. The 7 Years' War, 1756 to 1763, was a bitter conflict that drained our treasury and cost us vast territories, including much of New France in North America. These losses haunted me, a reminder of the fragility of empires. My personal life also cast a long shadow on my reign. Married to Marie Leszczyńska, a Polish princess, we had 10 children, but our union lacked passion. Over time, I sought companionship in mistresses, most famously Madame de Pompadour and later Madame du Barry. These relationships, while providing solace, drew criticism and scandal. Madame de Pompadour, however, was more than a mistress, she became a trusted advisor, fostering the arts and championing projects that enriched French culture. Despite my efforts, my popularity waned as the years passed. My well-beloved title faded into discontent, for my governance seemed distant and my court extravagant. Reforms were discussed but rarely implemented. My hesitance to address the growing inequalities and inefficiencies of the Ancien regime left seeds of unrest that would erupt after my death. In 1774, as illness overtook me, I reflected on my reign. I had inherited a kingdom of immense potential and faced monumental challenges. My love for France was unquestionable, but my reign was a mix of triumphs and failures. I passed away on May 10, leaving the throne to my grandson, Louis XVI, who would face the revolution that I, perhaps unwittingly, had set in motion. My legacy is complex. I am remembered as a monarch who presided over a golden age of culture but failed to address the fractures within my kingdom. Yet, I hope history sees me not merely as a king but as a man who bore the weight of a nation and tried, imperfectly, to guide it through an age of change.